all I have the brain power for.
All right, ladies, gentlemen, other beings, welcome back to yet another episode of Fair Magique.
Wiggity whack.
Today we are doing, I believe for the second time, large spells, specifically CMC 7 or greater.
We like to call them chonkers.
Big chonking spells today. I have created a cycle of them, but I'm interested to see what else we got.
Oh yeah,
Wait,
we got
spells
some
or
spices.
can they be creatures?
They can be creatures or
Cool.
spells.
Yeah. Technically, that you just...
Creatures are spells?
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I just
Pedantry.
remember this now.
Yeah.
That's actually the creature I made. It's a 7 mana, 4/3. All creatures are spells.
Game changer.
Yeah.
Mana burn is back. Be
All
dope.
creature spells. Mana burn is back. Damage uses the stack.
Oh, I would. Damages the stack would be a game changer.
Dude, that
What if you could
sounds like
flash
the first
that guy
track
in?
That sounds like the first track on MC Garfield's.
Oh,
Mana burn is back. Damage uses the stack. Smash cut too. I'm Richard fucking Garfield. Actually, don't smash cut to that. I prefer to not remember what I did.
No,
God.
you remember. Smash
Okay,
cut to
all
that.
right, fair enough. Smash cut two. Richard fucking Garfield.
An abrupt smash cut that tries to stop and then goes back to smash
Yeah, that's where we
cutting.
are right now.
Yeah.
And then this is the real smash cut. I don't sling crack. I push that fucking cardboard. I'm Richard Garfield. I'm in your fucking house.
Oh! Ew! Dude! What the fuck?
Okay, we're back.
All right.
yep.
So, I'll start off the cycle. So I did each color 7 mana symbols of that color and a spell that is essentially a monocolored ultimatum. We'll call this one the Porcelain Ultimatum. It is 7 white mana symbols. It simply says, it's a sorcery, destroy any number of permanents, and then you sacrifice that many permanents.
That's
Okay. I'll play that.
very awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
It's-
it's probably fine.
It's a build around entirely. Like,
Yeah.
You just build tokens. You got like.
No,
food
the
and
cast, there's only
gold
one
tokens,
deck
you
it goes in. First of all, no. There's only one deck that goes, and that's Baron Glory.
Oh, yes!
Oh, yeah.
Baron Glory combo
Yes.
piece!
You have now made Baron Glory a modern deck.
Oh my god, yes.
And you target your own things and then sacrifice them. Even it's like, what do you? So
Yep.
what do you destroy? Just my own stuff.
Yeah,
Nice,
man.
all right.
9 of your permanents, don't care which ones. Baron Glory!
No, you just blow up 9 of your own permanents.
And sacrifice them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
I'll
you
blow
have
up
to
9 of yours so I can blow up
Not
9 of mine.
sacrifice your Baron Glory. That's
Right.
The same thing.
And we have to like include a way to play it with Flash because Baron Glory checks on upkeep. So
Yeah.
we'd have to play like Vidalcanori.
Deliberately made it a
Oh,
sorcery so it wouldn't be ridiculous.
Yeah, Vidalcanori or
Just get
Quicken.
to 8 mana and you're fine.
Yeah. Just get to 8 mana and you're fine.
Yeah. Hey,
Alright.
you know what? Does
7 of which must be white.
Yeah.
Oh damn! Shut up.
It's gonna be a little wild.
Yep.
Alright, what else we got? I'll be coming back through the cycle as we go around.
Cool.
Alright.
You just did a white one, so I'm gonna go. Ooh.
Did you
this-
type yours up?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah, I
man,
did it. What was that?
I really came unprepared.
Wednesday.
My Domino's
The,
napkins.
the Domino's napkin, that's too nice.
Ruinous Collapse. 7 mana.
Okay.
Colorless.
Sweet.
For each white mana spent to cast this spell, each opponent sacrifices an enchantment. For each black, they discard a card. For each red, they sacrifice an artifact.
Okay.
Yeah, I like it.
Free casting it off the top does nothing.
I'm about it. Also, I'm relieved because it's not the same as my 7 mana colorless spell,
Yes.
which I'll be getting to much later.
I hope it's 5 mana.
This is a sorcery.
Nice.
Mainly,
Did you draw another thing?
Yay!
You son of a bitch.
I have a style now.
Yep.
Alright.
Mainly going
You're a
for
prisoner of
kind
your
an
brand.
Eldrazi theme on this one. Just showing Zendikar getting just gutted.
Riggedy wrecked.
Yeah.
Alright. What do you got for us, Cassie? Or is it ready yet?
It
Need
is
to come
ready.
back to you? Okay.
It's fine. It's super dumb.
Alright, let's go.
Oh no, I assure you, I have the crown for that tonight.
They call him Dr. Wurm.
Dr.
Never
Wurm.
mind, you got it.
Wurm! Okay. Tell me about Dr. Wurm.
So Dr. Wurm.
Legendary worm horror.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay.
So first of all, 2 green, 1 black, and 5 colorless mana. Eminence. At the beginning of each player's turn, untap up to 3 target worms under your control.
Okay.
Oh
And
man,
then you
what
can-
tribe support?
And then you can pay 3 green and 3 black and sacrifice Dr. Wurm and get all worms in your graveyard onto the field untapped and with haste.
What color is this guy again?
Green black.
Oh, play conspiracy with that guy.
Oh, yeah.
Did I say worms? I meant everything in my graveyard, please.
Conspiracy is all creatures are this type.
And
Yep.
it's a worm with a U, not a worm with an O.
Yeah.
specifically.
Yeah, like that old-fashioned vampire.
Yep.
But specifically doesn't get back.
But it gets back
100%.
Glacial
All
Worm,
the big old chonker worms.
Crawl Worm.
But
How
it
dope would it
doesn't
be if
get
it was
back-
return all worms and worms?
I don't think they're printed with WORM is the same thing. I'm trying to think
But it would have to be like worm spelled one way, then parentheses the other way, like
Worms, worms, and worms. Have all three of them on there.
and wyverns.
yeah,
And wyverns just for fun?
Yeah, why not?
Hell yeah.
WYRM. Yeah.
Oh man.
Hell yeah. Dude, he's... Okay, so second time out the gate, Dr. Wurm, actually valid.
Yeah.
And balanced and super playable.
Well, I figured
Good job.
there's not a decent worm legendary.
I don't think we had a need for one until now.
Especially in black green.
I like it.
I mean, I've always been intrigued by the idea of graveyard play, so I'm just like, why not?
Yeah.
Yeah. Moving right along.
Oh, you want some graveyard stuff?
No, I don't want to entertain this topic on air.
Alright, what you got?
I have
I got a
I have a
graveyard thing.
Alright, you got a graveyard thing?
No.
Okay. Come back to your dominoes now.
Yeah.
yeah. Now, if you know, this is where I describe my genius. Da Vinci used domino napkins.
Here's going to be some terrifying words. Dead Bridge, Primordial.
Alright. I'm ready.
Uh,
My body is ready.
3 double black, double green creature, avatar, as is the case. He's a 3/7 with Death Touch.
Okay.
When he enters, each opponent sacrifices a permanent they control with the greatest converted mana cost. For each permanent sacrifice this way, you can Gravedigger permanent to your hand.
Oh my goodness.
You know,
Green black stacks.
it's just
Ah.
Yeah.
it's about on par with all the other busts.
So what you do is he comes in and he makes you sack all your worms, and then you get all your worms back.
Yep.
So do you run him in Savra, or do you run him with Savra in the deck?
That's a hard question.
I think you run him as part of a Savra
Well,
list.
he's not legendary though.
Oh, he's
The
not.
Primordials are not
Yeah,
legendary.
yeah, yeah. So you run him in a Savra list.
Yeah.
Just get nasty on him.
Yeah, you make them sack things, and then look, all my things that I sacked, they're
Yep.
coming back to my hand. You
Like,
played
I
it.
hate having friends. I'm gonna play Savra.
Yeah.
Yep.
And also, if you have a way to sacrifice him with his trigger on the stack, you can then just pull
Return him.
back to your hand. If at least one other opponent sacrifices the thing.
Combo.
You know. All right, Tom.
All right, I have a commander card. It's not a commander itself, but it's clearly a card that could only be printed in a commander set. It's 5 and 2 blue, sorcery speed. At the end of turn, reverse the turn order. So it's like an extra turn, but fairer.
Reverse.
That player who is getting set up to deal with your stuff. Oh no, they're last.
Yeah. It's a spicy
For
meatball.
7 mana, it just reverses turn order.
Yeah.
Do you take? Does that have in parentheses? Do you take the next turn?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Nice.
okay.
Yeah, it reverses the turn order so that you get the next turn, which is relevant in one-on-one, but it's more balanced in multiplayer.
Okay.
That's why I said it has to be in a commander set.
I'm into it.
Because it has relevance in multiplayer.
All right. You ready for my blue mana spell?
Oh yeah.
It's 7 blue manas. It is an instant.
What a surprise.
The only one of these that is an instant, I think. Wait, no, the green one is 2. Never mind.
nice.
All right, so scry 7, draw 7, counter target spell unless they pay 7.
I was really hoping it was counter target spell with CMC 7. It just blows out the other ones.
Haha, got him.
And also you get to draw a bunch of cards for no reason.
Draw 7
Yeah.
for 7 mana.
Yeah. It's like Tidings, but better.
7 blue mana.
You could make it draw 7, then discard 7, it would still be busted.
Yeah,
It should be
yeah,
discard
look.
7, draw 7, then discard 7. So you gotta really discard 14, but hey.
But hey, you get those.
7 of those are gonna be fresh.
You get those madness triggers.
How
Yeah.
about this? Hot fix on the fly. Scry 7, counter target spell unless your opponent has you draw 7.
I'm coming around on it.
That is like. Does that spell win you the game, opponent? Does it now?
Yeah, but the
Yeah?
worst part is
Cool, here's a force.
your opponent is like, okay, draw. Then you're like, sweet. All right, good thing I drew another counter spell.
Yeah,
Combo.
that's the thing.
Yeah.
Who would ever let you draw 7 unless there was something where you're like an alms collector in play where you also would get, or like a what's the other guy?
Notion
Notion
thief?
thief.
Yo, get
Yeah,
blood
go ahead.
on
I'll draw 7. I meant.
it. Seems fine to me.
And then like the sunglasses like spiral down on my face and you get the cigarette.
But then there's the other opponent that has consecrated sphinx. And they
Yeah.
draw 14.
Yeah.
Now we're playing fucking.
And then you're like, oh, well, I spent 7 blue mana to draw 7. How come he got to draw 14 for no reason?
Flashing consecrated sphinx, I guess.
Yep.
Really should have just been consecrated sphinx on a spell.
Yeah, actually,
It's flat. It's instant speed, 7 blue mana. Anytime an opponent would draw a card this turn, you may draw 2.
you just get an emblem that is consecrated sphinx.
Yes.
For 7
And you win the game.
Yep.
All right, what else we got?
I was trying to think when I was making.
I want to
these
know what's on
cards.
this Domino's napkin.
Okay, here's my other brilliant creation. This is
Is this the one that's like the one you were telling me about off the air? That's
no,
super smart? Okay.
no, that's I'm saving that for last.
All right.
This is a white creature. It is 4 and 3 white. It's an angel. It's called Multi-Kicker of 1. It enters the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter equal to the number of times you kicked it.
Yep.
And when it enters the battlefield, you return all angels and humans to the battlefield from your yard. And it's a 3/3.
Ooh.
Nice. Yeah.
So it's a 3/3 for 7. That you can multi-kick it.
Yep.
And it just comes in and does the mass reanimate.
Yep.
green.
For angels and humans. Yep.
That sounds good.
Put if you cast it from your hand on it.
Well, all right, sure. That's
Yeah,
fine.
it checks out.
Then that's fair.
Fair. That's I was getting there.
Yep.
Seems good.
But yeah, no. As I was saying, when I was designing or just headspacing a lot of these things, I was like, do I want to do a cycle of similar to yours? It's like, what can blue do that's not just counter and draw? There's a lot of things it can do, but they're all like, you have to tweak the knobs in weird ways. Like Thassa's intervention is look at the top X cards and then pick 2 of them.
Yeah.
That's like, oh, that's
I actually really like
yeah.
Scry 7, then counter unless you let me draw 7.
yeah,
I
that's
feel
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
Of course, you would always scry to make sure you had at least 1 counter spell in there.
for sure.
That's a legacy card for sure.
yeah. Like you can actually get away.
Good thing I have 7 Force of Wills in this next grip. I guess I'll draw.
Like that you would play in Omnitail. Like I'll just
Dude, you could do it with foil.
counter my own
Like,
spell and
Yeah.
yep.
You'll probably draw.
You could
an
daze
island.
them, really.
Yeah.
Because who's got mana left up in that scenario?
Get there.
All right, let's get the
This is for our Patreon
7.
viewers.
the 7 hybrid white blue mana guy out of the way.
Oh, God, I can only imagine the misery that this
Oh,
card's going to
boy.
be.
Celestial Guardian. It's an elemental. Costs 7 hybrid white blue. Flash. Flying. This creature gets +1/+1 for each other creature you control with flying. It's a 1/1. When it enters the battlefield, you may return any member of non-token creatures you control without flying to their owner's hands. For each creature returned this way, make a 1/1 white and blue bird with flying.
Ooh.
I mean, yeah, it's good. And it's perfectly balanced in that it would never see play outside of Commander, but
Yeah.
I think yeah.
I want to dunk on you, though. That's my natural instinct.
Yes.
Like, I can't find anything actually wrong with that card.
It's just...
Dude, you're Simoning so hard right now.
I just want to dunk on him.
You're like,
Your card's dumb.
Gets that many dang birds and just gets to rebuy all their ETDs or their non...
I would allow it only if it's not a bird.
Oh, it's not a bird, yeah.
Good.
It's an elemental.
As it should be in white-blue.
then you recast all your creatures. Then after
And
that,
also-
Yorion.
Then you blink him and you just pick them all back up.
Its name should have been Plumeveil, but that was already taken.
Dang.
Yeah.
Damn you, wizards. Damn you for making good names.
Plume Hunter.
Are you ready for my 7 black mana card?
Mm-hmm.
I can only imagine it's going to involve sacrificing 7 permanents.
It's not actually. For 7 mana, you search your card. You search your library for 5 cards, reveal them, put them into 2 piles. Your opponent puts 1 pile in exile, and you can cast them for free. And they put the other pile in the graveyard.
Ooh.
That's spicy. I like that take on it.
Yep. It's black factor fiction.
Behold my combos.
I think that's the flavor text on it.
You know the one, Behold the Beyond?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, tutor for discard
Yeah.
tutor for 3 cards. It's like that,
Yeah,
but this is just
taking it up to that next level.
yeah.
We're
it is the next
bending the
level.
color pile a little bit by letting mono black cast things.
Yes, but your opponent gets to just like look at everything like, which way am I just gonna bone
I think
myself?
probably the version that would actually get printed is your opponent makes the piles, because then you can't
Yeah.
just assemble 2 different combos in 2 different piles.
Well, it's irrelevant. You would just play every card you could with like Madness or Flash or whatever, and or not Flash, Madness, and
Yeah.
you just or Flashback, and it's irrelevant where it goes. You can cast. It's the same deck that's already
Yeah, I
being
think
played. Storm.
I'm fine with
Yeah.
that because that has more like easy hate answers. But like
Yeah, but Tendrils of Agony I'll see play.
Mhm.
Black Storm.
But you've seen like in
Dude,
Cube,
I've
when
been
someone
killed
does
by
gifts
Tendrils
for-
of Agony.
When someone does gifts for 4 cards, you're like, all of these suck, and you're putting in one of them's what's the red flashback.
Yeah. Burning the past or no?
Passive flames.
Passive flames. Yes.
Like,
Yeah, it's always passive flames. It's always
passive
two
flames,
passive flames and two other cards.
And it's like, dang. Well, I guess it doesn't matter.
I guess it's cast everything you want and also all the cards out of your graveyard, please.
Yep. Yeah. But this one I feel does it in a more interesting headspace.
Yes, and it makes Black a Storm deck finally.
Yay.
All right, what else we got?
You want my spicy heater?
Let's do it.
All right, it's 2 white and 5. It's a sorcery. You choose a creature type, and then you return all creatures of the chosen type from your graveyard to the battlefield. Then players may reveal any number of those, or a creature card of that type from their hand and put it into the play.
So you get all of a tribe back.
Yes.
And then if anyone else has that tribe, they also play it.
Yes. And you also, I believe, you also return all creatures of the same type from opponent's graveyards to the battlefield too.
Okay.
I think it's all creatures of that tribe.
It's not one where each of you chooses a tribe and does it for.
No. You choose the tribe and then it reanimates all of that tribe.
That's wild.
And then everyone can show and tell one into play.
If ever
they have it.
Yeah. If
Yes.
ever they have something just to dunk on that, like, dang.
Well, no, it would just mean that they could print really powerful sideboard stuff, and then tribalness would be relevant.
There are some creatures out there that you can do, like, when it enters, destroy everything that shares a type with me.
Yeah, sure.
Ooh, that would be a good changeling.
That's
Yeah.
spicy.
There's a changeling that comes into play and makes him fight everybody. It's a Highlander changeling.
Changeling and fights all creatures that share a creature type.
Yep. Come at me!
That's nice.
I just realized I didn't put a power toughness on my worm.
We were so impressed we didn't care.
Yeah.
We were like, I don't care what his power toughness is, he's still good.
He could be a 1/1, he could be a 12/12.
He probably should be a 1/1. He's a worm.
Make him an 8/8.
He's a doctor.
8/8 worm.
He's a nerd.
Make him a 4/8.
We didn't say what kind of doctor. Yeah, nerd.
Alright, y'all ready for the 7 red mana sorcery?
Ay, Jesus.
Oh, God, sadly.
All right.
Here we go. Alright, so for 7 red mana, you make X 3/1 elementals with haste. You draw X cards and discard X cards. And you deal X damage divided among any number of targets, where X is the number of tapped permanents on the battlefield.
Okay.
That's a lot.
It is a lot.
Yeah. But it's playable.
I think probably you take the 3/1s down to like 2/1s or 1/1s, and it's probably...
Make them 1/1s, make them tap permanents you don't control.
Ooh!
You should make them
tap out your
ones
lands
with
in
haste.
response.
I think, yeah, you should get at least 7 though, for like a ridiculous red mana spell like that.
Yes, because if your opponent is nothing untapped or in response untaps all his shit, you're going to look real stupid.
Well, Mana Geyser gets you a mana for each tap land your opponent's control.
Yes, and then your opponent goes in response to your casting of the spell, I'll dramatic reversal. Get 0.
Yeah.
Dramatic Reversal doesn't untap land.
You know, you already have a wilderness reclamation in play.
Naturally. And you're playing Storm, so you got Turnabout.
Yeah.
Flash in Wilderness Wreck, and then rewind time.
I'm just saying there is a scenario, though, where you could get nothing, which I agree you should get at
I
least
think it's
something.
It's tap
Yeah.
permanents for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
But I think there should be 1/1s with haste.
Yeah, 1/1s for sure. 3/1s was... I overstepped on that one. 3/1s is crazy.
Discard up to X cards, then draw that many cards.
Yeah, you have to...
Discard X cards. Fuck them. You're casting your crazy spell.
should just be discard X cards as like just part of the thing.
Discard X
That would
cards, draw X cards.
No, you don't draw. It's a big red spell. You're going all in. These are just annoying text in your hand.
Discard X cards, make boom boom.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm into it. Let's do it.
It's just you make a number of tokens equal to a number of tap burns and cards discarded.
Yeah!
You just all in, baby.
Hell yeah.
They're 1/1s with haste. So you just go mush.
All right.
Oh man, Cavalcade of Calamity would be so nice.
That would be a deck
Oh my god.
with a relevant 7 mana red spell.
Cavalcade is already so rough, dude.
Yeah.
It'd be good with impact tremors. Also, just take X for whatever X is the number of tap
Here's
permanents.
Purpose, just burn.
Yeah.
Burn.
Oh my god.
All right. Here's a spicy one. Dominion's Grasp. This is an Elish Norn themed one. 5 and double white. Legendary enchantment. This card enters the battlefield with 2 different counters of your choice from among the following: Flying, First Strike, Indestructible, Lifelink, or Vigilance. So Indestructible and another one of those is basically what you're going to be choosing.
Yeah, you meant infect.
No.
Carry on. Infect.
Creatures you control get +1/+1 and have all abilities of the counters on this card. creatures your opponents control get -1/-1 and lose all abilities and can't gain all abilities of all counters on this card.
Damn.
Well, first of all, I don't respect it because it's a white enchantment that doesn't say your opponent can't attack you unless you pay.
Yeah.
So already it's terrible.
This is a
no
ghostly
damage.
prison.
Yeah. Or Norn Xanax.
But
Norn Xanax is too nice.
you've got a spicy way where you can probably cheat counters onto there somehow and just get extra keywords.
Yeah, then your opponent can just move those counters off of it because they're keyword counters.
Yeah, be like, my creatures now have double strike as well.
Yeah, be like, also, I'm just going to go ahead and take that counter, put it on my creature instead, and whoop you.
Damn! Yep.
Thanks, wizards.
That is spicy. Being able to move those counters around.
Yeah. All right, another 7-mana heater.
Are you ready for the green spice?
Yes.
It's an instant, right?
It's a green instant.
Does it make a 7/7/7 worm?
It might. It's
7/7/7 worms.
7 green mana for this instant. You search your library for 2 creatures and put them into play. You give each of them one of the following counters: haste, reach, trample, or hexproof.
I don't think Tooth and Nail needed to be any better.
It's tooth and nail, but it costs 7 green, so it has to be better. Right?
No, that's not true. Tooth and Nail was already good, and yours is instant speed.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, let me just not cheat in the win con I need real quick. I'll pay 7 green to go get Devoted Druid and
This is the card that inspires 1,000 YouTube videos about how Magic is dead because the cards are too pushed now.
yes.
It's instant speed, so you're not going to kill them with Greater Hoof because that's a waste to do on that on their turn.
No, that's why I'm saying you would get Malira and the Devoted Druid just make infinite mana, and then who knows what you squall line for infinite.
Yep. And just,
Got him.
And Malira and the Devoted Druid are hexproof, so fuck you.
Yeah.
Maybe we take
No, they're
hexproof-
hasty.
Maybe we take hexproof off of here.
They're hasty.
Give them the hasty instead.
They just come in.
Yeah.
I'll take us down to 3 and just get in.
The worst part is you can't even make it like combine CMC 7 or lefts because you still combo. Like,
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
think you can search for 2 creatures for 7 mana.
That needs to be at whatever speed is slower than sorcery speed. You can only cast it on your
You
upkeep.
cast it, and then if your opponent allows it, it resolves.
You cast it, it gets a delay counter, and then next turn it resolves.
All right, so not fair.
No.
3 mana gets the stamp.
Sorry to have to kill it, but
That's fine. It's okay. Like you said, we don't need another tooth and nail.
yes. We don't need better Tooth and
I
Nail.
was trying to get spicy with it.
You certainly did.
Who likes dragons?
No, I'm not falling for this.
No, I'm not doing that. All right, we got Lunar Dragon. 6 and double red.
This is a Kamigawa dragon for sure.
Is that Bushido?
Flying.
Is it a Moonfolk dragon?
Double
Just-
strike.
Sweep?
When this card deals combat damage to a player, put a lunar counter on up to 1 target land. That land loses all types and abilities and gains tap at a colorless.
Yeah, you just created that so Safronov can make lunacy-based puns.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Wow. The mind melt
And
is
it's
real.
4/8.
Yeah, well, this is what happens when you work with a man for forever.
There you go. All right, are you ready for my 7 mana colorless sorcery?
I'm ready, but I will be shocked if it's actually
I
colorless.
will be. I don't even know.
I hope it's 7 mana. Add 7 mana to your mana pool of any color combination, and draw a card.
And draw a
It's
card.
Metamorphose on steroids.
7 specifically colorless mana.
Okay.
Tron is listening.
When you cast it, exile it with 1 suspend counter, and the text reads, "Restart the game."
Oh.
No, Tron is not ready. Tron is leaving.
Oh wait, sorry. Let me restart the game unless your opponent pays 7 mana. Generic.
It should be lets you draw 7 cards.
Tron is still leaving.
No, it should be you restart the game unless your opponent lets you restart the game.
Restart the game or start a sub game.
Yep.
Your choice.
It's called Wheel and Deal. Wheel or Deal.
Tron doesn't like it?
Tron does
I
not
made a
like
colorless spell, 7 mana that Tron doesn't want.
What you could have made was a 7 mana colorless spell that says all lands only tap for 1 colored mana.
Alright, how about this? 7 colorless mana. Specifically, you search your library for 2 cards named Karn and put them in play.
Nope.
It's instant.
Nope. Okay, here it is.
Tooth and nail for cards.
It's
the card.
7 colorless X's,
Okay.
instant speed, deal X damage to each player.
That's terrible.
It does kill him real kick Tron though.
Yeah.
That's like you could just lightning bolt somebody for 3 Tron lands.
Oh my god. one
Lightning?
no, it'd be 1 damage to
One
each
damage.
player for 3 trauma.
Yeah.
You're right.
Should have been
No.
search your library for X cards.
No, that's bad. People don't want that.
14 mana. puts
What it
back
is
in
it puts X11s into play with haste.
Yeah.
And they have to pitch X cards from their hand, and you get to draw X cards, and then put X cards from your graveyard onto the battlefield.
Alright, so we're vetoing restarting the game.
Yeah, not because I have an objection with it, just because I think it's underpowered.
It'd also be, what if it was restart the game unless they pay 7 right then?
No, because the whole point of why Karn's good about restarting the game is that you get card advantage out of him for having cards under him.
Yeah,
So you have to
also,
figure out how to get that
He
onto
does
the
other
card.
stuff that isn't restart the game that is arguably more important.
Sure, but
The only
what you
reason-
should have, it should be you restart the game and any cards you had face up in exile or put in your hand.
Ooh. It's just Karn's ultimate.
Yeah. But you get any card you put in exile, so it doesn't matter how it got to face up exile. You just get that shit back.
I'm down.
Nice.
Yeah, and it's colorless, so anybody can play it.
Alright. Poxbringer. This is a nice, clean, simple one. Power and toughness might be tweaked, I don't know. 4 triple black, 7 mana. A Nightmare Horror. Haste,
Is that
menace,
redundant?
and trample. Yeah, it's supposed to be redundant. This is a very redundant. Look at Haste, Menace, Trample. That's redundant.
Is it pay 2 life surveil too? Pay 2
No.
surveil.
It's when it attacks, smallpox.
Talking about that Puma Whisperer? When it attacks smallpox?
Yes.
Yeah. That card is amazing if you don't have any other creatures in play.
Yeah.
I'll swing. Oh, man.
For the
Dang.
kiddies out there, what is smallpox?
Smallpox is 2 black, sorcery speed. Each player sacks a creature, loses a life, and discards a card.
And sacrifices a land.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
I'll put Blade of Selves on it and attack.
Okay.
I'll right kick to and attack.
The copies don't attack, but
No, the copies are put into play attacking.
this is an attack trigger. Attack triggers happen as they're declared, not if they enter attack.
Okay, so you right kick it.
Right kicked on it does work because it does have haste,
Or you put
but then you have to
the
sack
helm on it.
all of the, yeah.
Yeah, what do you care?
Yeah, what do you care?
You're just sacking the copies, and they're sacking lands and stuff.
Yep.
You still come out way ahead.
It could probably be a 5/3 and still be busted,
Yeah.
but it'd be really fun for no one. All right, and then anyone else got any other cards?
I'm in the middle of building one. It's
Building
fine.
cool. And she's drawing it.
It's
Awesome.
fine.
I will round it out with my last one here, and then we'll see what Cassie's got.
Terrible.
Summoning of Progenitus.
Alright.
It costs white, white, blue, blue, black, black, red, red, green, green. Sorcery. Destroy all non-land permanents, then create a 0/0 legendary Hydra avatar token that's all colors, named Progenitus, and has protection from everything.
Why doesn't it just tutor your deck and or exile for a copy of Progenitus and put it into play?
For each permanent destroyed this way, its owner must pay 1 life or put a +1/+1 counter on Progenitus.
No, what it should have been is your opponent's
It's Progenitus, but better for the same man.
for the
Shut up!
Shut up is why.
it should have been for every permanent destroyed or whatever. You put another copy of Progenitus to play. Progenitus?
Jesus
Progenitus?
Yeah, if you have Mirror Gallery, they're just boned.
Alright. Make it 3 mana of each color and it's balanced.
Okay, that is actually
No, make it
fine.
X of each color.
It's MTG Cardsmith level 9. But it's
Does
balanced.
not fit on the type line.
Dude, I can't wait to make that
Balanced.
card. Oh, man.
And the art for it is specifically the From the Vault Progenitus,
For sure.
just bursting out
With,
because no one likes that art.
with Buscemi's face on it.
Yes. And just his teeth.
Hell yeah. Alright, what do you got for us, Cassie?
So this is actually based off of a Dungeons and Dragons spell. It's called Hadar's Hunger.
The Tentacular Spectacular? As a magic card?
Yes, actually an enchantment creature, believe it or not.
Sure.
It's a horror. It has flash.
Uh-huh.
When it ETBs and it successfully blocks an attacking creature, it attaches itself to said attacking creature, which remains tapped with 3 counters on it. Remove 1 counter on each person's turn. It's a 2/8.
And I assume that when it runs out of counters, it falls off and returns to being a creature, right?
Yep.
3 tentacle counters on it?
Make it 4.
4 tentacles.
Yeah, so he should be, whenever he blocks, he becomes an aura attached.
Yeah.
He's exiled and becomes an aura attached to the creature he was blocking with
That's
3
right.
counters on it
Yeah.
that says he can't untap and at the beginning of your upkeep, you remove a counter, and when he's out of counters, you exile him and return him to play as a creature.
Yeah, that works.
Okay.
You know what I want? So,
What we're gonna do?
1 second. I want it to be this creature cannot be untapped. Tap it, and it can't be untapped by any way, shape, or form.
Yes, fine.
Okay.
He also probably needs flash.
Add that to
It
it.
does have flash.
Yeah.
And flash, and then we're gonna add even more text to it.
All right.
It's a
I like
bestow
more text.
creature now. It has bestow 7, so you can cast it as an aura onto something, and it's pay 7 mana or tap wizards whose total CMC is equal to its bestow cost. You can cast it for free, so that
Ooh.
way wizards can actually cast it as a spell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure though this card doesn't get art then, and also
It's just
doesn't
90
get-
million words of
It
text.
also doesn't get the magic bag.
At this rate, we're gonna have to keyword one of these.
Wizard
Well,
bestow.
Yeah.
Parentheses.
Wizstow.
Wizstow is nice.
We still have to fit. Well, we can fit questing on there, so we're good.
Yes.
It
For those
has,
that don't know, questing is
it
all
has
of the
questing?
6 words, 6 different keywords or phrases on questing beast.
it has questing and mind shrieker's ability.
And it's got mounted sploik
It's got Moitenspalk,
and Tromple.
Horsemanship, Shadow, Bushido 2.
It's just got Bushido. What's it got? Flanking while it's at
Oh
it?
yeah,
So we're gonna make one real quick.
banding.
It's
What is it banned with?
I do have to look up a card real quick.
Bands with hexproof.
Bands with
I have to look
wizards.
this up.
Bands with shroud.
You all know better. What's the mana cost on Mind Shrieker?
2.
mana.
Yeah, I think he's 2.
One blue and 1.
Okay, so
Ah,
this
fuck.
is
I hope
this
I'm
is a
right.
6 mana creature. 3, 2 green, and a blue. Questing, Mind Shrieker.
Questing Shrieker?
Yeah,
Questing mind trigger?
he's
Yeah.
got questing. and
No, I think he's got
it's a
questing Feldgriff's abilities and also Mind Shrieker. You could pay a blue and bounce something, give something flying.
It is 1 and 1.
You could pay a green and make a dude.
But now because Brian's not here, we've made
There you
questing
go.
beast stable to Mind Shrieker.
Questing
Yeah.
We'll
mind
make it
trigger?
cost 7.
No, no, it's
Theme.
questing Feldgriff and Mind Shrieker. It's not the right
All right,
questing.
so for future Will's sake, let's get this straight. It's mind shrieker with questing.
Yeah, Feldgriff.
Mind Shrieker with questing, costing that of questing beast and Mind Shrieker stapled together.
But it's questing
It
Feldgriff.
costs 7 mana.
Yeah. Oh, it's gonna cost 7. Yeah, because we're
That's the
making it
theme.
7 for the theme.
All right, so it's 2 green and blue and 4
Yep.
for questing mind shrieker.
Yep.
Questing Feldgriff is what the questing part should be.
And
Now,
I
what's
am
the uncard?
and I am gonna put questing parentheses all of that
All of
text.
it.
mind shrieker, mind shrieker's ability.
We should just
parentheses,
keyword
all
Mind
that
Shrieker
text.
at this rate.
Yeah.
Oh, we already have. That has been done.
Then how is the blue one not 7 blue mana Mind Shriek?
Mind shriek 1
Mind
time.
Shriek, no, it's Mind Shriek 7 times.
Yeah, it should just be Mind Shriek 7 times. It should be Mind Shriek for 7
You
times.
create 7 tokens that are mind shriekers.
Yes, that are on the stack with their ability for 7.
Ooh. All right. This has been Fair Magic. Thank you all for coming out. It's been extremely real. Catch you on the flip side. We out.
Word.
The flippity